Here I is sitting at the Walmart store. When I was a kid down in South Georgia, the nearest thing to a store was a little country store, a little wooden frame country store down at the end of the road in McCray, Georgia. You never would have thought you'd have to drive across the city to a big department store. Don't think they even had department stores. What we did have in town was a dime store. How many of you remember going to the dime store? I used to love to go to the dime store just to look at all the toys. And then I'd go in there and buy me a comic book when I had a dime. Some of those comic books turned out to be quite valuable. Had I known it, I would have bought them all. I was big on Superman comic books. Back in the day, you could go to the dime store and buy just about anything you needed. Now you gotta go to a big old department store to get what you need. Doesn't matter if you needed a light bulb, a shoe polish, or a Coke. You could buy it all at the dime store. Some people referred to them as a 5 and 10 cent store. We came back to Walmart today to pick up something she forgot when we were over there, when she was over here this morning. I didn't go anywhere today. She did basically the same thing I did last week. When I went to Lowe's, I left my merchandise on the counter when I bought some stuff at Lowe's last week. Got all the way home before I realized I didn't have my merchandise. I had to go back and get it. One of her items she bought today was some medicine for her kidneys or cranberry pills or something. I think it cost about $8. We burned up $5 worth of gas coming over here to get it. But that's the principle of the thing. These bag boys will bag your stuff and shove it down to the end of the cash register. You don't know if you got everything or not. People are trusting and they get home and find out they don't have it all. Went to Kentucky Fried Chicken last week. They had the $5 meal. Comes with 2 pieces of chicken and a vegetable and a drink. When I got all the way home, the wife said, "Where's the drink?" I didn't get the drink because he didn't hand me the cups, and I didn't think about it. So I went back in Kentucky Fried Chicken this week. We wanted some more chicken. Went back in there and I told the lady, "You owe me 2 drinks." I got my 2 drinks. A little bit slow getting to me, but I got them. It's just the principle of the thing to me. I don't never like feeling like I got cheated. Look at all them lawnmowers over there. Got quite a few zero-turn lawnmowers. $2,458, $29.93. I think I paid over $3,000 and something for mine. It's kind of hard to beat my little Husqvarna. I ride that thing everywhere. When it comes time to repair it, it might cost a little more. It couldn't be that much more. But I know for a fact I'll never go back to regular riding lawnmower. I tear them things up in a year or two. And I might tear up my Husqvarna too, but if I do, I'll just go get me another one as long as I'm able to get around. If you ain't never tried a zero-turn lawnmower, it's just amazing once you get used to driving it, how much quicker you can get your yard done. How many of you remember taking your Coke bottles back and getting a refund on them? For you younger people that never heard of that, there was a deposit on Coke bottles. You take your Coke bottle back in the store and get 2 cents back for each bottle. They in turn would send it to the Coca-Cola company. They would refill it, well, whatever soft drink company it was. They would refill the bottles, put a new top on it, sell them again. You didn't have 2 million tons of plastic trash going in our landfills every day. Nowadays, they got these stupid little plastic bottles and plastic bags. We use paper bags to our groceries. Paper will disintegrate. It ain't gonna lay out there in the landfill for 35, 40 years, however long it takes for it to rot. Nowadays they're shipping the garbage out in big old trucks and ships. Some of these big cities have trucked their garbage to some other state and have it buried. In a lot of ways, the modern society ain't so modern at all. You don't want to impress me going down a road with that loud rap music. Well, one thing about sitting out here in front of the Walmart is it's a rather pleasant afternoon. It could be middle of the summertime and I could be sweating away in the heat. But it's a real comfortable, well, probably about 78 degrees out there. What about it, folks? Do you remember the 5 and 10 cent store, the dime store? What do you remember about the dime store? When I was a kid, everything what was considered cheap had a sign on it. You got to realize this was right after World War II, and Japan was just getting back on their feet from the war, I'm sure. That was one of the reasons. But they made these little knickknacks and cheap little things were made in Japan. And the idea was if something was made in Japan, it was considered cheap. Not made in America, that cheap junk coming in from Japan. Well, that ain't the case these days. You get something from Japan, probably some pretty nice stuff. Nowadays, everything's coming from China. China learned a lesson from Japan, I guess. They make everything cheaply over there, since there's 2 billion people living over there. In America, It has been a great outlet for them to get rid of their cheap junk. Every one of us is guilty of supporting China. From the Walmart parking lot today. Appreciate you listening in. Didn't have a whole lot of important stuff to say, did I?